Good afternoon to you, it's Carly here from Learn English with Carly. I hope that you're well today and that you're ready to start our lesson. Today I'm on Ambleside beach here in West Vancouver, and I'm sure you'll agree that it's a beautiful setting with wonderful scenery behind me. Actually, you can see Stanley Park behind me over there in downtown Vancouver. I use the verb agree there as we use this a lot when asking if someone has the same opinion as us. Do you agree? Or in answering when we have the same opinion as the person or people we are talking to. Yes. Yes, I agree. Or I agree with you. I think we should go ahead with the plan. I agree. I think it's important that we protect our environment. Yes, I agree with you. But there are many other ways that we can agree with others without using the verb to agree. Many of these alternative words and phrases that I'm going to teach you can be used formally, so in business meetings or with people you don't know very well, as well as informally, so with friends and family. As always, we will look at several examples using different tenses. At the end of the video, there are 10 statements that you can respond to using one of the agreeing alternatives that I am going to teach you today. So, the simplest way to agree with someone is to use the response yes and then use the verb agree. But we can also use the phrase to be in agreement with. You are in agreement with someone or something. Yes, I'm in agreement with the final price. The whole family was in agreement with the weekend plans. Now, my favourite way to agree with someone is to simply use the word absolutely. Canada is a beautiful place to live. Absolutely. Olivia asked if it's okay to bring a friend to the party. Is that okay? Absolutely. Harry Kane should have scored that penalty. Absolutely. I'm still traumatised by Harry Kane missing that penalty in the World Cup quarter-final. Simple words such as absolutely are easy to use when we want to agree with someone. We can extend our sentence as well to, you're absolutely right. I think we need to do more to help our community. You're absolutely right. Other words or short phrases similar to absolutely that we can also use include exactly. Grant's girlfriend needs to learn some manners. Exactly. Sophia should consider a career in medicine. Exactly. So true is another response that we can give when we agree. That English test was easier than the last one. So true. Learning really keeps our brains active. So true. For sure is a phrase that Canadians love to use to either agree or as an alternative to yes or of course. Canadians love playing and watching hockey. For sure. You'll notice that I didn't say ice hockey there. Canadians refer to ice hockey as just hockey, and then the hockey that is played on a field in the summer is called field hockey. I learnt this when I moved to Canada. In British English, we use the phrase or words ice hockey, and then hockey by itself is the hockey that we play in summer on a field. I hope that clarifies this. We can also use for sure in a business context. The sales team really needs to work harder to achieve their targets. For sure. I hope you're enjoying this video today, and if you're in agreement, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with this channel. You are instantly connected to the wonderful community of English learners that we have created here. Be sure to write to me about yourself and your opinions on the video. I love hearing from you, and I will always reply to your messages. Super wavy behind me. A little bit concerned I'm going to get washed away, but I think we're okay. Now, with the cost of living crisis, we really need to tighten our belts. No doubt about it. Here, to tighten your belt means to spend less money than before. to cut your spending because you're likely earning less, or as with the current economic situation, basic life essentials have got more and more expensive. We can use the phrase, no doubt about it, in agreement. The company currently has several problems they're managing. No doubt about it. Another way that English speakers agree is to use the phrase, we're on the same page. This means that people understand each other and agree with what is being said or discussed. In a business situation then, you could use this phrase of agreement when discussing something with a client, for example. Before we make any decisions today, we need to discuss future organisation to better accomplish our objectives. Yes, definitely, we're on the same page. And in an informal situation, perhaps you've had an argument with a friend or a family member. I'm sorry again about arguing with you earlier, Mia. It's okay. After talking more and thinking about it, I think we're on the same page now. Now for one of my favourite agreeing phrases. Great minds think alike. When two people are of the same opinion or they reach the same conclusion about something, we can say, great minds think alike. I personally would use this in more informal, conversational situations. Let's go out for dinner tonight. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Great minds think alike. Let's ride our bikes to work today instead of taking the bus. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Great minds think alike. Wow, that guy over there looks just like Harry Styles. I was just thinking the exact same thing. Great minds think alike. Now, you can say that again. It's a great way to agree with someone when you strongly agree with them. This is used more in informal conversation, and more often than not, the speaker mentions something negative. The weather's been so rainy these past few weeks. You can say that again. Winter is so depressing. Roll on spring. You can say that again. Frederick needs to do more to help around the house. You can say that again. Now tell me about it is a great way to express your understanding with someone because you have had a similar experience. I would say that this is a slang phrase, so use it informally with family and friends. We usually use it when we're agreeing with something negative. That noise is driving me crazy today. Tell me about it. Something's wrong with the Wi-Fi today. I can't get connected. Tell me about it. I'm having problems too. Now let's use the verb to think to show that we agree. I think so too. The project needs some improvements. I think so too. The movie was really difficult to follow. Yeah, I think so too. A small note here, in speech, especially in informal situations, we usually and more often than not say yeah instead of yes. Listen out for me using this, as I often do. We can also use 100% to agree with someone else as well. We can use it simply by itself. I think we need to do more to slow down climate change. 100%. Shona stole the show last night. 100%. Here, to steal the show means to perform better than anyone else in a show or in an event and receive a lot of praise and attention for it. Have you ever stolen the show? Let me know in the comments box. We can also use 100% with the verb to agree. Michael, I agree with you 100% that we need to improve customer satisfaction. And also with the phrase to be in agreement with someone. Michael, I am in 100% agreement with you that we need to improve customer satisfaction. Another way that we can agree with others is using the phrase, I couldn't agree more. The government needs to do more to help people in poverty. I couldn't agree more. We really need to focus on increasing profit. I couldn't agree more. I'm glad Jackson finally saw sense and resigned. I couldn't agree more. We can also use the noun opinion to show that we agree with someone. I am of the same opinion. I have the same opinion, or I hold the same opinion. Personally, I think these are more formal sounding, so use them in work situations or in discussions and debates with people that you don't know very well. In informal situations, we are more likely to use phrases such as "me too" or "I think so too" as our response. Let's look at how we could use these phrases in more formal situations. Privatization has been used to reduce the financial burden of the public sector. Yes, I'm of the same opinion. I believe that plastic waste is the biggest threat to the environment. I have the same opinion. The lack of housing is untenable for our society. We need decisive political action. I hold the same opinion. Now here, untenable means that a situation has become so difficult that it is now impossible to continue. This is a high-level English word that you may wish to use in essay writing, business situations, or in debates and discussions. And finally today, the idiom, "you've hit the nail on the head." This means to describe exactly what is causing a particular situation or problem, or to do or say something that is exactly right. The issue here is that the company is lacking in vision and focus. Yes, you've hit the nail on the head there. The future of our planet depends on us all taking action. Absolutely, you've hit the nail on the head there. Now hopefully I've hit the nail on the head with this video today, and you have learned some other ways that English speakers agree when in conversation. Now I think the sea mist is coming in behind me, which means it's going to start pouring rain in. So let's see which of these phrases that we use to agree you can use with the following 10 statements. Number 1, Vancouver is a picturesque city. Education and knowledge are power. We are all addicted to our mobile phones. We need politicians to listen more. Watching films at home is now more popular than going to the cinema. The Learn English with Carly YouTube channel is the best place to help you improve your English. It is important to be punctual. We can sometimes agree to disagree. We should always try our best. Taking time for yourself is important. Okay, it's really starting to rain. Let me know your thoughts about this video and how useful these ways of agreeing are to you. Remember to hit that subscribe button before you leave today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again in our next English lesson. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.